Okay, what is a voice? A voice is a form of verb. It shows whether the subject of the sentence is active or passive. Actually, a voice shows whether the subject does something or something has done to it. Okay, hope you now understand voice. Now let's move towards the active voice. An active voice sentence, the subject is active. In fact, an active voice, the subject of the sentence performs the action on the object. An active voice, the subject is the doer of the action and the object is the recipient of the action. Okay, the sentence structure for the active voice is subject plus verb plus object. Okay, let me give you an example of the active voice sentence. The cat chased the mouse. The cat is the subject here and it is active, the doer of the action chasing, while mouse is the object, recipient of the action, because the action has been performed on the mouse. Okay, now let's move towards the passive voice. So, what is passive voice? In passive voice sentence, the subject is passive because something is done to the subject. In passive voice sentence, the object becomes the subject of the sentence while the doer of the action may be omitted or placed in a prepositional phrase. In passive voice, the focus is on the recipient of the action or the action itself rather than the doer. The passive voice is often used when the doer of the action is unknown, less important, or when the emphasis is on the action itself. Okay, the sentence structure for the passive voice sentence is object plus verb, past participle, plus agent. That is optional. Okay, let me give you an example of the passive voice sentence. The mouse was chased by the cat. Unlike active voice, here in this passive voice sentence, the focus is on the recipient of the action, the object mouse, and the focus is also on the action of chasing rather than the agent of the action cat. Okay, now let me give you some example of the active voice and passive voice sentences. Rama loves books. Books are loved by Rama. The cat is chasing the mouse. The mouse is being chased by the cat. The boy made a kite. A kite was made by the boy. Who did this? By whom was this done? Open the book. Let the book be opened. She will write a letter. A letter will be written by her. Okay, students must know that learning the correct use of voice is more important than learning the change of voice. Besides learning the change of voice, the students must know when to use active voice and when to use passive voice. Okay, so when to use active voice? The active voice is used when the doer of the action is to be made prominent. When you want to emphasize the importance or responsibility of the person or entity performing the action, active voice is prepared. For example, the talented artist painted a stunning landscape. So here the doer of the action has been made prominent. The brave fighters rescued the family from the burning building. The students enthusiastically presented their science project. So, in these examples, the agent of the actions, the talented artist, the brave fighters, and the students have been made prominent. So, in such a case, the active voice is prepared. Okay, now let's discuss about when to use passive voice. Passive voice is used when the focus is on the action itself rather than the doer of the action. This can be useful when the doer is unknown, less important, or when the emphasis needs to be on the action or result. For example, the cake was baked with a Secret Family recipe. How was the cake baked? The cake was baked with a Secret Family recipe. So here the focus is on the action, the baking of the cake. I was asked my name. What were you asked? I was asked my name. The book was first published in 1990. When was the book published? The book was first published in 1990. So here the focus is on the action. Okay, secondly, we use passive voice when the object, the recipient of the action is to be made prominent. For example, my pen has been stolen. Where is my pen? My pen has been stolen. So here the focus is on the recipient of the action, the pen. English is spoken all over the world. People speak English all over the world. The Mona Lisa was painted in the early 16th century. When was the Mona Lisa painted? Hence, the focus is on the recipient of the object, the Mona Lisa. Okay, thanks for watching the video. Please do not forget to subscribe my YouTube channel.